Are you a new home service business? Do this or Google will not show you at all to locals. Okay, jump right in. We have a few kind of bullet points here. The biggest thing that we see a lot of leads and customers of ours not necessarily think about from the beginning is your Google Business Profile. So when I mention Google Business Profile, we have this over on the right here, over here on the right hand side, Google Your Business. Um, and if this shows up, you're good to go. If not, leave a comment. I'll send you a guide in terms of how to claim that. But this is now your social media account, for lack of a better word. I want you to think about this as when it comes to how my business is perceived, how my business communicates with the masses. However the case may be, I want you to really hone in on what is being posted and shared on your Google Business Profile. Because a lot of the time, a lot of businesses just don't have that initially, and without the Google Business Profile, you won't be shown on Google. Any kind of advertising is essentially a waste of money, and see number one and two. And when it comes to your actual business profile, I want you to go to the next step and really make sure that your profile is verified. There's gonna be two different ways you can verify a business now. The traditional way, which has been around for a long, long time, is by like a postcard. They'll physically mail you a postcard, and then the other way is going to be email. Make sure you have a domain email. I just did this for a client. It was so much better, so good and smooth. It would just send you a code. It has to be a domain email attached to your website, your business. So if it's premierpressurewashing.com, let's say your name's Rick, you own premierpressurewashing.com. Rick at Premier or Rick Premier Washing at gmail.com is not going to work. Make sure you have that at premierpressurewashing.com domain email address. If you need something like that, I highly recommend Zoho for a good free / very, very affordable option. But then if you have the budget, look at Google Workspace. To me, that is the best way for any home service business, any small business without a fully dedicated IT team to handle email and all the different policies that go around that. And luckily, their setup wizard is very quick and easy. We'll do another video about looking at in terms of true what it takes to record the video for verification. I'm actually gonna be doing this for a client in a week or two. So think about that. To recap this first step here, make sure your Google Business Profile is set up and on is active. Then second, make sure that when the profile is there, make sure it's verified. You'll see it in the back end. It'll be very clear. Probably get emails and all that good stuff. It needs to be verified with either email or video method. In short, the video, make sure your branding's everywhere. Make sure you show that you own the building or you can access it. Keys, locks, things like that. Bills with your business on there, signage. Vomit your brand all over the video, and that's a good step for that. Okay, so number two, index your site. Think of this like a bookshelf. If you walk into a library, you're going to go through and see, okay, all these book spines. You can see what's listed. You can quickly scan. The library also uses that for inventorying. Google does this similar fashion for and it's called indexing. If your site is not indexed, you'll not be visible at all in terms of Google's eyes. GBP, you may get away with it, with some kind of very intense, very like intensive searches in your local area. Like I'm looking for this, and maybe like a brand name. But if your site's not on Google, not indexed, you're pretty much dead in the water when it comes to your digital presence. So to check that, there's one simple way. Go to a Google, like a new tab, go to site, and then do colon your URL. So I did site webski.io. You can see that here. All these pages are getting picked up. And then let's do a mix of, let's do this one. So this is a dev site that I'm working on. So it is not indexed. Yes, so this one. See, nothing comes up. No pages, nothing. And a very convenient, hey, have you tried Google Search Console? So if you're not indexed, go through this link, Google Search Console. This will take you Very, very easy walkthrough wizard to make sure all of that gets squared away. And then lastly, once you have your business, your GBP set up and verified, you have your site index, everything, your sitemap. You don't even have to go through that much with your sitemap. I think the biggest thing is making sure it's indexed. And I'll put a link down in the descriptions video. I have this one linked here in my notes. This is on SEO.com. It has good information about indexing, how it works, but it's pretty long, so don't feel like you have to. I think I would use this when it comes to like actually adding your sitemap. I would go this route for it, but besides that, don't worry too much about it. Anything else, it gets really in the weeds, really, really detailed, and ultimately it's kind of something you can come back to later when time, if time ever comes back. You get enough of it to really dive into SEO and such. And then lastly, so I was getting to lastly is ask for more reviews. Anytime you finish a job, I like to have two touch points for reviews before I leave the job site or my customers leave the job site. Luckily, I'm working inside, so I'm not on a job site. Anytime my customers leave a job site, they have like a physical review card that just essentially they tap, they scan, take them right to the review. And then also immediately, usually, kind of the timeline can vary, but very shortly after, send a text and an email with your CRM to request that review. That's what we use at WebSky, our own CRM. We do that. It's pretty neat. So anytime your job is marked as one, it'll fire off an email and a text. And it'll also include a customized image with, let's say, like a team member or like a full customer, field support team, with that, the person we're targeting emailing with their name on there. Helps conversions. It's not required, but it does help with that. And then to get your review link, I want to show you. Go back to your Google Business profile. So this is a different company of mine. So if you pull this up and you hit the little three kind of stars right here, kind of hard to see, 3 stars and a little chat bubble. This will open up the Google review link page, and you just copy this. So then now anytime someone puts that into URL, it will kick back your Google page and a direct prompt to review. Your customers are still going to need a Google account to leave reviews. There's no way around that. A lot of services, products say that they can get you around that requirement. Don't trust them. Don't believe them. It's not the case. You have to have that Google profile to leave a review on Google. So yeah, that's pretty much it. To kind of recap: GBP set up and verified, index your site, and lastly, start getting more reviews. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. In the comments below. And if you want more content like this, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.